From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team. Dominating with Dawson.
Ben Dawson, Ben Dawson. I need me Ben Dawson.
Yes.
There we go.
So we going low tonight. Going low.
Got my DJ voice going here.
Gabagoo.
I've been talking all day. It's crazy. We had one that was it's one that's been on the list for a while. I think it's kind of fun.
All right.
And we wanted to have more than just you and me. So Miss Vicki, are you here?
I am here.
Oh, look at
that.
Yes.
There we go. Hey, Miss Vicki.
Hey.
Yes, we're having internet issues, so I'm talking to two people in the dark. It's fun.
Well, I'm sitting in the dark, so that helps.
Yeah. So this one's for both of you, and I may chime in, if you guys get terrible answers.
Sure. Naturally.
What life lessons have you learned from endurance racing?
I feel like we may have covered some of this before, but I know I've talked about, perseverance, creativity, trying to find a way around a problem, that's just kind of just a couple big ones right there for me. What about you, Vicki?
My life lessons that I've learned.
Wrapping
Patience.
a car is not that hard.
Patience.
That's a good
I thought Married to Me would have taught that, but
that's true. Yes. Patience in just enjoying the process.
What do you mean by that one?
Well, because sometimes when people hit the track for the very first time, they're there to win. When they show up for the very first time. But I think for my life lesson is just to enjoy the process. Enjoy the process of learning. Because it is a journey. It is a journey on it, and it will take time, and you never stop learning. And celebrate the wins.
Little wins.
Mm-hmm. It is problem solving. And I think for endurance racing, oh my gosh, it's all the skills that come with it. When you jump into racing, it's more than just racing. You end up in the long run becoming a teacher.
I have, that's true.
Mm-hmm. You become a teacher along the way. Yeah, so those are my skills, I think. How about you, Bill?
Go ahead, Ben. You were umming.
Oh yeah, I think one of the other life lessons that's been sort of selfish, but it's still a life lesson, is how the inclusivity that is so important in racing, just to build fun fields and have enough people to race with. As a byproduct, it's taught me. I think I already naturally have been an inclusive person in my life, but it's helped me see, like, hey, I don't want racing just to be a bunch of one type of person, we'll say, and it's pretty easy to guess who I'm talking about. It doesn't need to be a bunch of just run-of-the-mill white dudes out there. There's plenty of people who want to race, and the more people we can roll into that, they're going to add more competitive, fun people to the field. So I think reinforcing inclusivity has been a great life lesson for me that I've experienced in racing, even if it's me selfishly just wanting more faster people to race against.
Yeah.
But another one for me is, we talk about how getting to the track and getting the race wheel to wheel is a mountaintop goal. Like it's a lifetime experience. It's like something many people dream about and maybe think they'll never be able to do. And it's easy when you're having a tough time at the track to be out there thinking like, oh shit, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. But remember, you're at the racetrack. This is the thing you dreamed about when you were a kid. And sometimes racing has taught me to step back and go, hey, even though this moment sucks, I'm still doing a thing I dreamt about for my entire, life of growing up. As a huge racing fan, I thought it was the coolest thing. I never imagined I'd be able to do any kind of racing at all. And here I am doing it. So even when it's a bad time, or even if I don't win or I don't get the result I want, and even when I do, even when the time we've won races, it's easy to go, all right, boom, let's think about the next one. No, stop. Enjoy that. Enjoy the thing that
Enjoy
just
the
happened to you in the track.
moment.
So it's definitely helped me be more present in my own life in other ways. Is being at the
Yes.
track reminds me to go, hey, take a break. When I always often brag about how, the times where I'm really able to disconnect and feel pretty free and, not worried about everything is times when can get in the race car as long as I'm not burning up or something like that. As long as I'm relatively comfortable in a pretty neutral car, it can be a ton of fun and a time to just totally disconnect and get into, I don't want to say flow state because I think that's kind of dumb. But I think it's a time to just really get into your rhythm and just enjoy. And the thing that's a mountaintop experience. So another thing besides the basic, just like perseverance, be creative. Never give up. Go find a way around a problem. Also, yeah, more esoteric things like inclusivity and just being able to be present and remember, hey, this is the thing you wanted. Here you are doing it, even if it's not perfect. It's still way better than a lot of pursuits you have in your day to day life.
Yeah, it is, and to piggyback off of that one, it helps an introvert um manage community building, like
It
you
sure
said,
has for me. Yeah,
inclusivity, because usually in racing, everybody, it's like your first day in college or your first day in school. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody is there. They're excited. There's a lot of new people that have shown up, and everybody has the same mind focus of what they want to achieve and why they were there, and it's for fun. They're
yeah.
there to have a good time, which means everybody is open. Everybody is social, and it's a great place for introverts to just get to know people, because people are just so open to share the experience that you are about to enter into.
Well, and us introverts don't need an icebreaker because you're already all there for the same thing. The ice is broken. You're
Right.
all there immediately for the same specific targeted activity. So you don't need an icebreaker. You can go, hey,
Nope.
go up and go, hey, what are you driving this weekend? Like that's all you need. It's
That's
like,
all you need
what
to
car are you
do.
in?
You could just say, "Hey, tell me, what do you got going on in your car?" And I tell you, just made a friend.
Yeah, what are you guys racing this weekend?
Yep.
And if you want to make a double friend, once they tell you, you go, oh, that's a cool car. Even if you
Hmm.
don't know anything about it or you don't care,
Right.
you go, oh, that's a really cool car. Then all of a sudden
Right.
you got a really good buddy.
And exactly, it helps an introvert become a little bit more extroverted.
It has
Um,
me for sure. Anytime I tell a
right,
track person that I'm an introvert, they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I'm like, "Nope, it's true. I'm a good extrovert acting introvert."
right. You're an introverted extrovert.
But I mean, I truly am still an introvert, and the contact with people takes stuff away from me, and I have to recharge my batteries. I think a true extrovert gains energy from contact with other
It
people,
does. It
and
does.
I truly am an introvert. Like no matter how well I fake it all weekend, when I get away, like I need that long drive home or whatever. I'm just gotta like
Yeah,
listen to
yeah.
some podcasts, get my thoughts back together. Like
Hmm.
yeah, so I think
Yeah.
that's another good point.
It really is. It really is. And because of that, it can help you when you're away from the track to talk to
Sure.
other people.
Yeah, you're right.
You've kind of worked a language and a way of approaching people, and then you have better reads on people. So yeah, a life lesson in there is it has helped me become way more available just to talk to just people out in the general public, neighbors that I've never met before, and just going out by myself and just sitting somewhere and just starting up a random conversation with people. It's a very good way to build that.
Yeah, I
um
agree.
yeah, I
Bill, what do
would
you
s-
think?
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm fine. You guys did a good job. I'm just here to serve the platters for our wonderful hosts. So,
Those are
Yes.
the things that come off my mind right now.
Yeah, what about you, Bill? Do you have any?
um,
That's a good question.
I
Yeah,
think
I like it.
dealing with setbacks
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah,
monster because
yeah,
uh, I don't know if you realize it, but our junk breaks a lot,
yeah, yeah.
a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
And drives me absolutely batty because I always think if I can prepare everything, it shouldn't break. But that's just not feasible for some of the stuff we put the cars through. They're not made
Yeah,
to do it.
what we're doing to these cars is crazy.
Yeah,
They're gonna break.
they're not made for
Yeah.
this. Grocery getters were not made to do what we ask of them. But that doesn't mean I still can't get frustrated by it. But that's okay.
Mhm.
And then I think specifically for endurance racing, the thing is it's teamwork taken to another level. It's not like, you go on one of those, work retreats and you have the fall tests and, you catch people as they fall back in your arms and all that to trust things. I mean, this is like literally, in some ways your life is in the hands of, the people who prepared the car and the people who are working on the car and people filling the gas in the car, whatever. And you're working together, but it's not just the 3 or 4 or 5 people on your team plus those people who support that team. It's the 50, 100, 150 other teams as well. So, we always say that, you're racing the track, and then one thing in lemons especially is you want everybody out there on the track. So you will go help your competitor to get back out on the track. But
Sure,
you're all one big team, and whichever team happens to do the best that weekend, they win. But it's not like there's very few people that we've raced with in endurance racing where I'm like I would root against them.
Yeah.
but there's a couple.
There's a couple.
There is a couple.
And if you want to hear who they are, the
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans version of the GarageHeroesInTraining podcast.
I do have to say that there have been a couple teams that I have come across. I can name a small handful of them.
It's not many though.
No, it is not. That a new team that has been put together, and it's always been a new team put together, that whatever personalities that are hidden from like you have personalities that are presenting and then you have true personalities. A race, the stress of a new race will bring out that second personality that you have been covering. So I have seen like teams instantly crumble on their first day.
Wow. I haven't,
After their first weekend, I have seen teams crumble because, they're like, oh, I didn't know about that person did that.
if that's just if prepping a car together, if prepping a car together doesn't kill all the relationships. We had a teammate who was real serious, and we have another teammate who likes to kind of be kind of playful and fun and messing around no matter what's going on. The real serious teammate was trying to do some kind of tuning thing or something real serious. We just got to the track and we're going to be testing this weekend, and so he was serious about something. And the other teammate was just kind of goofing around, just trying to make everybody have a light and fun moment. And the serious teammate just jumped on him. It's like, oh my God, you always just we're all just standing like, what? And like, luckily, happy-go-lucky teammate just took it in stride and didn't worry about it. But I was standing like, if this person has spoken to me that way, it'll be the last time they saw me. You know what I mean? So yes.
Oh my gosh. There was a team that broke up that we went to where that teammate got so upset that he packed up his trailer and went home. But that trailer was a trailer to supply the entire team.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had the literal. I don't know what is this topic even about. What are we talking about? Life lessons?
Yeah, life lessons. Yeah,
I'm not gonna
people.
I'm not going to tell my horror story, but I have been abandoned with my race car at CMP, and the person with the trailer went back to the Raleigh area, and I had to figure it the fuck out. And I did. We won. And in that same weekend, a team who had never driven together, the three of us who got it together and figured it out, had never driven together. It was the first WRL race in the Southeast, and we won it overall. So good things can come out of huge setbacks. I mean, that weekend began with me standing there with my race car with this insane dude who I decided would be good to race with, just got upset for what I could not even discern and took the hell off back to South Carolina, with all of our back to North Carolina, leaving us in South Carolina. I was like, oh, I got it. But we figured it out. I got to race somebody to come race with us and bring his trailer. And we won and went home, And
you know what? And that's the one thing too, is that when something like that happens and you can rise above it still, you know what? Yeah. It also kind of works out. But
that's a good life lesson.
That is a good life lesson. That is a good life lesson. But yeah, so you do learn to persevere. You do get to know people on a secondary level, on a next level, you do. But yeah, that was kind of, there was something else, somewhere I was going to go with that, but yeah, no, I kind of, I kind of understand. You get to learn about people, and you
Sure.
know what? And it's kind of rare that it does happen that way. But I remember what I was going to say. That's why here's a very good thing for you people out there that are starting a new team. Listen, when you first get on that track, you are not going to win. I'm telling you, you are not going to win. That's not the reason why you're there. You are there for at least, especially for your first year, only to learn. You are there only to learn. And what Bill has always said, which is a nice way that he introduced everything, was listen, if we wanted to win this race, we would have brought different people in a different car. So we're here to have a good time. We're here to learn. Okay.
That's a great life lesson in itself for track people. Is this
Right.
come and have fun, calm down.
Just you're here to have a good time. You're here not to win. You're here not to break the car.
Yeah.
That
Or
comes
hit
much
or hit
later.
somebody else.
That's much later. But yeah, for all you new teams.
You know what?
I want to hear what some of our listeners have learned through their life racing careers. I know that there's a lot of stuff we left on the table, but that's what I can think of right now. But I would love to hear more from things our listeners have learned.
Absolutely. That's where I was going. I'm like, I bet you there's literally thousands of things we didn't cover that, we just didn't think about. And I'd love to hear
Sure.
the stories. I'd love to relay them and, perhaps return to this topic again and again and again as we get some right in. So GarageHeroesInTraining@gmail.com.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Another one in the books there, Mr. Dawson.
Yeah, thanks. That was a fun one to kind of go through. It's good to kind of take a mental inventory and a little bit of a gratitude journing session with you guys.
I did
Appreciate
like
it.
when you started this one going, I don't know why we talked about that.
No, but we are getting ready to get back on the track. At least we are. So it's
That's
always
awesome.
good to kind of refocus on gratitude.
Yeah.
Life
Yeah, I think
lesson.
I'm hoping to kind of maybe get through the middle of this year and get myself back out there sometime soon too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
buddy. All right.
keep us in mind. We still have to make our little trip to our annual pilgrimage that has never happened.
That's right. I think maybe one of our next big goals will be what we talked about in a more recent episode is getting you guys down here and getting me in the car with Vicki. That'd be a lot of fun and
That would
very
be good.
useful for her
We would
driving.
have our first in-person dominating with Dawson.
Yeah.
Oh, we did them at pit race.
Did we do it at pit race?
Yeah,
I
we
couldn't
did them
remember.
in the camper. Yeah, we even had Scott and Michael rolled in there
Oh,
as a
that's
special
right.
guest.
That's
Maybe
right.
some other folks.
That's
can't
right.
remember.
I felt so bad that the car didn't
Oh.
work and you drove all that way.
Yeah.
We can always do more live DWDs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. That was a fun one, you guys.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ben.
All right, thank you guys.